Hello, everyone. My name is Swamp.
Where you grab a fifth of Bacardi, I'll grab a 44 at 40. We'll go out to the dump and shoot a TV, and I ain't coming back here anymore.
Yep, that's right. I've decided I am no longer going to be playing full songs. For the needle drops on the stream. Save that for over the legal limit. We'll keep that for over the legal limit. How's everyone doing? I hope you got your beers lined up, ready to go. It's finally the end of the week. And in case you didn't know, and how could you not know? This week, and I didn't know that, I thought we were done with Pride Month, but this week has been Non-Binary Awareness Week. So I hope you are very aware of all your non-binary friends out there. So I don't know if I have any non-binary friends, to be honest. All right, so I have a show planned for today, but of course, I figured we might as well address the big news that it's been going around all over the place. Alex Stein, Primetime 99, always on the grind, trolling AOC. If you've heard me talk about Alex Stein before, I'm not actually really a fan of his, which surprises people. They seem to think that it would be his stuff would be right up my alley, but it's really not my thing. But before we get too far into that, in changing the format of the show a little bit, I'm not going to be playing the full songs at the beginning anymore. Like I said, that'll just be on over the legal limit. And I'm going to try to start every single show now with something just beautifully American. And what we have here today is the Palestinian Honor Guard playing our national anthem to honor Joe Biden coming to visit them. And if their rendition of the anthem doesn't bring a tear to your eye, then you are made of stone. So here we go.
AOC, my favorite big booty Latina. I love you, AOC. You're my favorite. She would.
Oh, God. It's fantastic. It's just fantastic. Oh God, it's so painful. This is real, by the way. I did not edit this. This was broadcast on C-SPAN. Good Lord. God. Home of the brave. Oh, God. And then Joe Biden said, "Sounds fantastic. This is the best I've ever heard." God. What a silly country. Or, well, you know what I mean. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. And now let's get to, and I accidentally started playing part of it. I didn't realize it was turned on. So you may have heard some of Alex Stein yelling at the beginning of that. But Like I said, this is the thing that's been going viral, so I figured I would address it and give you my take on it because I'm not exactly an Alex Stein fan. I know. Everyone says I should be, but here we go. Let's watch the clip.
AOC, my favorite big booty Latina. I love you, AOC. You're my favorite. She wants to kill babies, but she's still beautiful. You look very beautiful in that dress. You look very sexy. Look at that booty on AOC. That's my favorite big booty Latina.
Want to do a little selfie?
I love it. My favorite AOC. Nice to meet you, AOC. Look how sexy she looks in that dress. Woo, I love it, AOC. Hot, hot, hot like a tamale.
So before we get into my take on it, of course, the story would not be complete without AOC's take on the situation first. Surprise, surprise. She thinks that this was it's basically it was January 6th all over again. Let me make sure. I think okay, I just wanted to make sure. I thought it was playing at half speed. So this was AOC's video right after, and this is way funnier than Alex Stein's video, in my opinion. Alex Stein, Primetime 99, always on the grind, not my favorite guy. He makes some good stuff here and there, but watch AOC's reaction to this. She posted this right after that happened, and she points to Alex Stein in the back. This is way funnier than Alex Stein's videos. So, I mean, credit to him, because this video would have never happened if it wasn't for what he did. So, let's see what AOC's got to say.
See this guy right there? Right there. When I was walking up, he said, hey, right in front of a Capitol police officer, hey, here's this, look at that big ass, look at that big juicy booty, this Latina, like whatever, all the bunch of racist, sexist stuff. And since...
Of course, it's racist and sexist.
Nobody can do anything.
I mean, it actually is kind of sexist, but racist.
Because this institution is not designed to protect.
Yeah, she said juicy and she said the word ass, neither of which Alex Stein said. She seems to have a certain opinion of herself. That's all I'm saying.
People. And it's really hard and it's really sad that my only recourse is to just let you know about it, but that's the institution we're in. Hey everybody, I'm here.
See, that's way funnier than Alex Stein's actual video. His stuff just isn't funny to me. It's not. Okay, so you ran up to AOC and said she was a big booty Latina. I don't know. It doesn't do anything for me. Alex Stein, not AOC's booty. AOC's booty, yes. Yeah, she described it, like the January 6th. She almost died that day. Listening to her talk, it sounds like she almost died this day as well. But really what I wanted to point out... Here, watch this. This is the thing that should be talked about more. So, Alex Stein's being Alex Stein. Whether you like him or don't like him, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not that I don't like him. His content just doesn't do anything for me. I don't see any value in it, but watch this. So the guy in the green shirt there, that's AOC's boyfriend. This is the thing that to me is like, what in the hell? Because she's claiming that she was sexually harassed by a racist, misogynist, blah blah blah, or whatever. Watch what her boyfriend does, right? I mean, like, if this was really like the most terrible event ever, right? They're walking up there, Alex Stein's doing his thing. And you can see for a second right here. Let's see if I can pause it right. Yeah, right there. You can see he looks directly at Alex Stein because he's yelling about, the big booty Latina. And that's her boyfriend, looks right at the guy. Then looks down, pretends like he hasn't seen him, keeps walking, and starts to walk faster to get away from the guy in his little sissy slippers. and leaves his girl to go up to this guy. Come on. What a beta male. Alex Stein just made AOC's man a cuck. Right there. This guy in his short shorts. It's like, oh my gosh, this guy is verbally harassing my girlfriend. I better stick my head down and walk my tiny dog. What a freaking loser. Pretends like he doesn't even notice it. Even when AOC stops and she kind of mocks him back by doing the, oh, you want to take a selfie with me thing? Look, he just keeps going. Just keeps walking up the steps. He's completely abandoned her. This is what's wrong with the country. That is not a man, ladies and gentlemen. But I guess you wouldn't expect AOC to actually be dating a man. At least I don't. I wouldn't expect that. Though really, if she believed half the stuff that she said, she would have a black girlfriend. Because she hates white men. I mean, they're the worst. And as a white man, can confirm, we are the worst. Okay. Yeah, that was just something that I was like, I might as well throw this in here since everyone's talking about it. Yeah, Alex Stein's just not my guy. The first video that started going viral about him where he was doing that COVID rap at at the one of the city council meetings or whatever. That was funny. But then he just kept doing it over and over again, and that wasn't funny. And now he just does this, where he just goes and heckles people. Like the interaction, the people he interacts with, I don't like those people. I'm not defending them. I just think it's just kind of what's the point of this? I don't get it. I know I make goofy YouTube videos. You think it'd be right up my alley, but it's just, like that video of him heckling Dan Crenshaw's I don't know, why did you do that? I don't get it. I guess I'm not that smart. I guess it's because Alex Stein Primetime 99 is always on the grind, and I'm only on the grind about 30% of the time. We're different, It's not even soft targets, though. It's not like he's trying to talk to them or say something to them that would actually be impressive in any way. It's just him going up to AOC and saying, "It's my favorite big booty Latina that likes to kill babies." And you're like, okay, well, that was stupid. Or going up to Dan Crenshaw and being like, "You're a rhino, Dan Crenshaw. You're a rhino. You're a globalist. You're it's like, okay, well, what are you doing? I actually like watching him on shows. I've seen the few times he's been on Slightly Offensive and he's hosted it. I think he's a smart guy. Don't get me wrong. I think I actually like him as a person, kind of, but it's those videos I don't get. He hosted Slightly Offensive once when Elijah Schaefer was gone, and I thought that was a really good episode. And when he guests on it, he's usually pretty good. But those videos I just don't get. And you're telling me he's on right now? Yep, there it is.
Steal. So it's kind of their victimhood mentality. And AOC, she plays the victim better than anybody in Congress. Yet she's super successful. She's really young. She's been afforded every opportunity possible in life. But if you give her an inch, she's going to take a mile of victimhood.
But this is why she's so popular among the millennial left. She exemplifies them, given every opportunity. Privileged.
Okay, I just wanted to see it real quick. I think he's actually a smart guy. I've been very impressed with him on every show that I've seen him on, as far as when he does interviews. which actually kind of makes me like those videos even less. It's like you're actually a smart guy, and you're a funny guy when you make like skits and stuff. This just seems stupid. Okay, well, enough Alex Stein. Primetime 99, always on the grind. Yeah, you have to say the whole thing every time. Primetime 99, Alex Stein, always on the grind. I didn't make the rules. Okay, I threw myself off now. Where are we going? What are we doing? Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Does anyone remember bully hunters? Are there any gamers out there? Any gamers? Bully hunters, man. There's this thing now that they're calling Bully Hunters 2.0. And who better to explain it if you haven't seen Bully Hunters or you don't remember what it is? I have the best person possible to explain it. Here's PewDiePie reporting on it on Pew News back in 2018.
This week, a female empowerment movement was announced, and it's called Bully Hunters. And as soon as I heard about Bully Hunter initiative, I thought to myself, there is just no way this could go wrong whatsoever. This is not going to end up like another train wreck. How is this real? 2018, this is wonderful. It just keeps on giving. So the idea behind Bully Hunters is that to stop harassment in games.
Yes. Well, I gotta say, if you're playing games online and you're not a part of the harassment, then you're not a part of the game, and you need to get off games. Okay, stop gaming. You're not a gamer. You're not a gamer, bro. If you're not down with the harassment, then you are in the wrong line of work here, okay? If you're not saying the most heinous shit anyone's ever said to anybody while you're playing games, then you're not a gamer. Get out of here. And if you can't take it, you're definitely not a gamer. So, and real quick, just because I freaking love this clip, they did this launch event because Bully Hunters, man, it was supposed to be this big deal where you can report people who are harassing gamers, and in game they'll go and they'll kill him. They'll kill him in the game. So watch this guy. This clip just never gets old, man.
Now, our bully hunter has asked the Rose Thorn live in-game who is harassing her. And our victim then immediately replied. Let's zoom in again on the bottom left-hand corner. Now, you see
Name
there,
the bully.
tool connected these two. A victim with a bully hunter. Okay, so now Bully Hunter 77 knows the name of the harasser, and she is ready to take action. Now we are going to switch over to Bully Hunter 77's screen to watch the hunt. Cut to that feed, please, and play it. So we are watching our bully hunter. She knows who the harasser is, and she is on the hunt. You can still hear the
Dude, this is how
harasser in
you
the background.
this is how you get a
It
bully,
doesn't
man.
stop.
You go
So
and
now
kill
Bully
him
Hunter
in game.
77 is
Bam,
looking for the
bully
harasser.
stopped. Oh shit, he
And it
respawned.
looks like she's going to use her knife, folks. And there it is. Just pause right there. Let's back up and see that again.
Yeah, let's see that amazing kill.
Brilliant knife move. Very difficult.
Very difficult. That's right. Knifing someone back in CSGO while they're standing still or probably have left their computer. It's one of the most difficult moves of all time.
It's just a case of what gaming, gamers and people have been complaining about in the gaming community forever. Once online play started to get really popular, that people who really had no business playing games started playing games, and they were like, this is too hard. These people are mean. Oh my God, he said a racial slur. Man up. All right, that's what we do here. This is what we do. If you haven't been around since battle.net, you don't know, man. You don't know. But we got a new one on the scene. So that was Bully Hunters that, of course, collapsed. One, because it was supposed to be like all women, and they, they weren't great at games. Oh, this is going to be a very sexist video overall, I think. But there's a new thing. Everyone's calling it Bully Hunters 2.0. It's called The Watch. Man, super edgy. It says we are a community watch fighting racism in gaming, starting with Call of Duty. To join, watch Twitch, clip racism, and DM it here. An initiative by Melanin Gamers. Yes, you heard that right. It's Melanin Games. Melanin Gamers. And it's exactly what you think. It's just some black gamers bitching about how everything's racist. And I am going to follow this on Twitter because I'm sure we're going to get some great content out of this. I mean, there's going to be some hilarious stuff that they're going to post that it's going to be like, oh my God, this is so bad. And you're just going to watch it and you're just going to crack up. You're just going to be like, this is freaking hilarious. I love this. And I now realize why I wanted to play Call of Duty last night. They said that they're starting with Call of Duty. That's why I wanted to play it. Just some reckless gameplay. I felt like playing this for some reason. That was some subconscious thing that I just knew. I saw this like a week ago. It just has stuck in my head playing Call of Duty. But of course they had more to say. This is a very important thing. This is super serial, guys. Okay. So we're gonna stop racism in gaming. And here we have We Are the Watch, a community watch fighting racism in gaming, starting with Call of Duty. Dude, come on. Call of Duty's still the thing. It's still the thing. Come on. But here, let's full screen this video because honestly, holy shit, it's hilarious. Here we go. I'm so stoked for this. God, I laugh at this every time.
I died. What the fuck? Are you serious? Your mother doesn't love you. Can you speak English, please? Hey, go back to Mexico, bro. Monkey boy. Porch monkeys. Shut the fuck up, Jew. Black piece of shit. I hate black people. Is there a n*** in here? Dude, you're a f***ing n***.
Oh, my favorite part. My favorite part is the you big Jew. Oh man, dude, this is anyone who's played games knows. Like, dude, this is the point. this is half the reason why you play online, man. I just want to watch it one more time. It makes me laugh every single time I watch it. And these are the clips that they this is their compilation. It's so funny.
I died. What the fuck? Are you serious? Your mother doesn't love you. Can you speak English, please? Hey, go back to Mexico, bro. Monkey boy. Porch monkeys. Shut the fuck up, Jew. Black piece of shit. I hate black people. Is there a n*** in here? Dude, you're a f***ing n***.
No, I have not heard enough. I need to follow this. I need to follow them on Twitter so that. I mean, I'm sure they'll get maybe 3 or 4 clips. Dude, people don't care about this. They do not care about this because it's not a problem. But, you know, these social justice types, they think that this is such an important thing. And they're like, dude, we'll get so much because there's so much racism on Call of Duty. People will send us so much stuff. They'll probably post like 4 or 5 clips and then they'll just go away quietly. But I want to see those 4 or 5 clips. You better believe I will be sharing them on Twitter and just laughing my ass off. Something takes over your mind when you're playing especially first-person shooters like that, man. There's something that comes over you. It's the heat of battle, man. But they just can't handle it. It's just too much. Those poor people. All right. That's Bully Hunters 2.0. Let's see if it lasts as long as Bully Hunters did. I'm not sure how long that even lasted. It went away pretty quickly from what I remember. So another thing this week, I guess it was early this week, maybe over the weekend, that started making the rounds online was the communist ice cream truck, the Eat the Rich ice cream truck. Have you seen this? It's this stupid thing where, let me see, I've got the tweet somewhere. Here we go. Well, saying stupid and communist in the same sentence is a little redundant, so forgive me. But here it is. It's this. It's always somehow it's a gotcha to capitalism and stuff to be capitalist, but it says this is from Reuters. New Yorkers can take a bite out of capitalism by munching on popsicles shaped like the heads of billionaires Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Jack Ma, whoever the hell that is, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg in Brooklyn. Oh, man. And do you see that? It's probably too small for you to see it, but it says "Suck Zuck" is written right on the side there. So I don't, that seems strange to me. Yeah, they somehow think that like, hey, we're sticking it to capitalism by starting a business and charging $10 for a popsicle. $10. It's oh yeah. You guys really hate capitalism, that is for sure. Come on. Oh. All right, but here, let's check it out. Communist ice cream to take down take down the evil capitalist hordes. Here we go. Who is Jack Ma, by the way? Am I saying it right? Who the hell even is that? I have no idea. But look at this. So they're making them like, you know, the ice cream truck thing. But see, I'm not even kidding. The first time that I saw this online, I thought this was for people who liked these billionaires. Well, yeah, I assumed he was Chinese. I had that part down. But no, I thought this was for people who liked these guys. You remember when you were a kid and you went up to the ice cream thing and you were like, dude, no way. Donatello, I can get a Ninja Turtles ice cream? Yeah, I want the Ninja Turtles ice cream. You didn't buy a Ninja Turtles ice cream because you hated the Ninja Turtles. This just seems ass backwards to me. I don't understand. I mean, why would you want to put these men in your mouth?
Tastes good. Little strawberry-y, creamy.
All right, this is just inappropriate. She's sucking on Jeff Bezos and saying that it's creamy and strawberry. I mean, come on. Hey, look, it says in the background, gobble Gates, suck Zuck, bite Bezos, munch Musks, and snack on Jack? Dude, what? And this is so you can eat the rich for $10.
Doesn't taste like over $100 billion, but it's good.
I guess since it's in New York, $10 for an ice cream is what makes sense. I said munch on Musk. God, that sounds disgusting. Why would you put those words together? Dude, and the gobble Gates. Did that one come up? Was I not paying attention to that? Bite Bezos. Snack on Jack. Munch Musk. Oh.
Is it in his likeness?
I don't know, you tell me. I mean...
Of course this guy is here because this is the I'm totally gonna eat the rich. Yeah. I live in New York. I went to college. I went to an Ivy League school. God, someone needs to punch that guy in the face. You just spent $10 on an ice cream shaped like Elon Musk so you can eat him because you hate him. So much of this doesn't make any sense at all. Like I said, when you were a kid, you didn't get the Ninja Turtles ice cream or the Pikachu ice cream. I remember there was one of those. You didn't get that because you hated those things. You got it because you liked it. I don't get this.
I mean, as far as popsicles go, I'd say.
Guarantee you that the people who run this truck, they do not give a crap about this. They just know that these people, these stupid college-educated liberals who think they're communists will buy it. This is the perfect example of capitalism in action. This is how you make money off of these morons in New York.
Looks like Elon Musk. You know, it's not necessarily a self-portrait, but it's pretty close.
The last thing I would ever want in the world is to feel in any way, shape, or form that I'm licking the top of Jeff Bezos's head. Yeah, I said it. Process it. So it can mean anything you want it to mean. These people are so stupid.
It tastes actually pretty good.
Now that's the one I remember getting. The one it's all messed up. Yeah, this is brilliant capitalism because these things, they probably normally sell them for like $3, but they're like, hey, if we make them look like these billionaires in New York, man, we could sell them for $10 a piece. You see, I'm trying really hard not to say $10 a pop because it's just too easy. I don't want to, you know, I'm not a pun guy, but $10 a piece, dude, that's these guys are brilliant. They're like, let's sell them to the stupid college-educated communists who don't know shit about the world. Oh yeah, Batman and Tweety Bird. I remember those. Yep. Oh man. It's brilliant. But I would like someone to explain to me exactly how this is helping to stop capitalism. I guess. I guess just because it says eat the rich, and that's literally what you're doing. I mean, these people are all about performative activism. I mean, it's brilliant, man. Whoever came up with this, props to you, because this genius, absolutely genius. I only wish I'd thought of it, but I don't live in an area where this would actually be profitable. Because I don't live in an area with a very high level of the mentally disabled. I know, it's pretty bigoted of me not to, but you know, it's just where I live. I'm sorry. So, next on the docket, I'm sure you guys have at least seen some of the clips from the Roe v. Wade decision, the abortionist healthcare, stupid congressional hearings that are going on right now. Which I am actually all for, because every single person, every single one of them that they've brought up during this. I hope they keep doing this, because every single one of these people is about the craziest person you could ever find. And it's just showcasing the fact that all of these people are absolutely out of their freaking minds, man. They're absolutely out of their minds on this whole abortion issue. I mean, it's insane. And of course, the one that everyone was talking about, which was from the first one, was the I never remember her first name, but Professor Bridges. Oh man. This stuff, it's bad. It's bad if you haven't seen it. So I've got a recap here of her best moments. Believe me, this is worth watching. These people are so insane.
Chairman Durbin, Ranking Member Grassley, and members of the Senate Committee on the Judiciary, thank you for the opportunity to testify before you today. My name is Kiara Bridges, and I am a professor of law at the University.
Kiara Bridges. I'm going to try my damnedest to remember that name. I don't want to be disrespectful or racist or transphobic. She might not be. I don't know.
University of California, Berkeley School of Law. I'm here today to explain how the U.S.
Berkeley. Shocker. So really, at this point, you could just say any college in America and go, oh, shocker.
Supreme Court's radical decision in Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization to take away constitutional protection for reproductive freedom harms people of color.
Professor Bridges, you,
of course, it mostly harms people of color.
The prevalence of abortion, the percentage of black babies that are aborted as opposed to non-black babies. I think you said 3 or 4 times more black babies than non-black babies are aborted.
You can tell he's getting uncomfortable every time he has to say black and non-black, because he's like, these people are so crazy. He's thinking, they're going to think I'm racist just for saying the word black, even though they say it. But coming from an old white man, God, they're going to get pissed.
You also talk about systemic racism. Do you see any systemic racism associated with the prevalence of abortion for black babies as opposed to non-black babies?
Absolutely. The higher rates of unintended pregnancy that lead to higher abortion rates among black people is a result of structural racism, systemic racism.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. See, the thing is, the higher rates of promiscuity and unprotected sex in the black community is totally because, well, I mean, there's stuff out there. I don't know. There's like systems around. I don't know. I just know it's not our fault.
I understand systemic racism not to be boogeymen.
They always have the crazy eyes. Every time. Oh, man. Oh, look at her eyes darting around. They always do this. Got those AOC eyes.
To be boogeymen who are trying to dupe black people into abortion care. I understand structural racism to be the systems that have made it so that black people disproportionately bear the burdens of poverty in this country, the systems that have denied them the basics that they need in order to...
Is there actually a way that you could quantify a proportional amount of poverty for any racial group to have? Because I would think that there's really no way that you could ever actually say that, right? I guess that's why these people believe in like redistribution of wealth, because the percentage of any race that is in poverty, I mean, so what? So you're 13% of the population and more of your race is in poverty. That doesn't necessarily indicate anything that's forcing that. You know what I mean? Am I making any sense here? It's like, disproportional amount. So are you saying that there should be an equal amount of people in poverty across all the races? Is that what we're implying by saying that? Because that doesn't make any sense. But then again, nothing about racial ideology makes any sense anyway. So actually, excuse me, that makes perfect sense. My bad. And man, look at that freeze frame. I'm going to have to save this right here. That's sorry, I had to screen grab that.
To live humane lives like food, clothing, shelter, health care.
So you believe
a system that responds with the criminal legal
You believe there
system.
ought to be more black babies aborted, is that right?
I believe that we ought to create the conditions under which people can lead lives that are filled with dignity and humanity.
And
that means being able
your way
to,
of thinking that happens when more black babies are aborted.
I believe, I love black people with the capacity for pregnancy. I think they have agency, they have intelligence, they know what is best for themselves, and I would love to create the conditions under which they can live lives that are filled with dignity and humanity.
And do you think
these people are just, it's nothing but it's a merry-go-round all the time. Listen, I think that black people have dignity and humanity. And I think that we should also be working on putting systems in place and doing whatever we can so that we can enable them to eventually to be able to live lives that see right now there's systems in place, and if we fix the systems, they should be able to live their lives with dignity and humanity. Write that down. Write that down.
Do you think a baby that is delivered alive has value?
Yes.
I love that long pause right there. She's like, this is going to bite me in the ass, isn't it? I mean, that's a really long pause.
Has value?
Yes.
Do you think that a baby that is not yet born has value?
I believe that a person with a capacity for pregnancy has value. They have intelligence. They have agency. They have
I'm talking
dignity.
about the baby.
And I'm talking about the person with the capacity for pregnancy.
You're not answering the question. I'm asking.
I'm answering a more interesting question to me.
You think that the baby...
Get out. Get out. Get out of here. I'm answering a more interesting question to me. You know what? Go to hell, okay? You can just get right out of here with that. You were in front of Congress to answer questions. I'm answering a more interesting question to me. I'm telling you, these hearings, at least some of the clips are going viral because people need to see this. She is a professor at Berkeley, a law professor. She can't answer any of these questions. If you notice, she hasn't answered a single question thus far. But then when there's one that she really doesn't like, that makes her eyes bug out extra hard. No, I'm answering a more interesting question to me, and I'm what's important here. Lady, you were asked before, you were asked to this hearing to answer questions. But I'm going to go ahead and answer my own questions because I'm a college professor, and I'm probably the most important person in this room. So, yeah, this is what's interesting to me. Get out. Just get out.
That is not yet born, let's say the day before this mother delivers, do you think that baby has value?
I think that the person with the capacity for pregnancy has value, and they should have the ability to control what happens to their lives.
Well, and I just note you refuse to answer the question.
Before I want to visit with you, Ms. Maskey, but before I do, I just want to clear one thing up. Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans.
Why do they keep saying shit like this? They think that this somehow voids the argument. To use their words, many cis women, God, I freaking hate this term. Side note, you notice that this group that's so obsessed about labels and you have to use their right pronouns and you have to refer to them in the correct way, gave the rest of us a name, cis, CIS, cisgendered, without our consent? Because you can just F right off with that. I'm not cisgendered. That's not, I don't identify as that. You need to stop using that. Anyway, that's just a side thing that irritates the hell out of me, because if you use the wrong words for them, they get really upset, but then they make up words for you. But, you know, whatever. But they act as if saying a cis woman, like there's cis women who can get pregnant and cis women who can't get pregnant. So that invalidates the question. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. A woman is someone who is female, an adult human female, has the capacity to get pregnant. Well, there's some that can't get pregnant. Does that mean they're not women? No, it means that there's something else that has happened there. But in the terms of reality, the norms, the majority, this is normal. And this is the baseline. They act as if because there's some women who are infertile or whatever, that means that your definition is now not applicable. Yes, it is. Stop trying to. This is stupid. it's just stupid. It's like saying that. Well, most human beings, or say human beings have two arms. Well, there's some humans that only have one arm. Oh, well, that means the statement human beings have two arms must be wrong now. Let's completely change everything because there are people who are... No, the norm is that human beings have two arms, okay? That's just normal. Some have more, some have less, of course. Some people have 5 fingers, some people have 6 fingers, some people have 4 fingers, but the average would be 5 on each hand. I mean... But, it's destruction of language and all this nonsense.
Women have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
Look how triggered she's getting.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it
she's getting so upset.
Groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh,
look at her eyes. And she's hyperventilating now. Look at her.
This right then is about what?
Look, did you see that? Okay, watch this. Watch this. Her chest starts going up and she's breathing heavily now. These people always do this. All right, here, watch this. Eyes get wider. Oh, her breathing is starting to get through the roof. Watch this. Oh man. she's losing it. She's losing it.
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic.
Boom, there we go.
It opens up trans people to violence.
See, you can always tell. You can always tell when they're about to jump to the transphobic, homophobic, sexist, racist, misogynist, whatever. You can see the physical signs. You can see it coming. I mean, they always have big googly eyes like AOC, but it gets worse, right? When they're about to lose it, they're breathing. It's like they get into fight or flight mode where their heart rate accelerates. They start breathing heavier. Their eyes get even wider, and then it's just transphobic.
By not recognizing them.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide. So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking.
They always say this, denying that they exist. This is always their fallback, denying that they exist. What? No, I'm not denying that they exist. I'm not anymore denying that a trans person exists. A man who thinks he's a woman, I'm no more denying that exists than a toddler who believes that they are a dragon exists. They exist. The child exists, yes. And they do currently believe that they are a dragon. Yes, they exist. That doesn't mean I have to join in the delusion. Okay? We can play along, We can have a good time. We could play along with it. But because I don't affirm, right? The stupid words they use for this stuff. Because I don't affirm it doesn't mean that they don't exist. They love to do this about, do they exist? Why, you're denying that they exist. No. I'm actually acknowledging that they exist by saying they're fucking stupid.
Persons have attempted suicide. So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist.
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies?
Do you believe that?
Are you? Sounds like one of those seagulls from Finding Nemo. What? Are you?
Men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that
Man, look at her face. She's laughing about that. Was such a gotcha moment for her. See?
Are you?
If you're talking about women having pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed?
Man, you see, her eyes just keep getting wider.
Men can get pregnant?
She just can't
No,
take
I don't
it.
think women can
So
get
you are denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence?
And look at her. She cannot comprehend that this man is continuing. She's like, I've called him transphobic. I've said he's denying that trans people exist. How is he still talking? This is insane. I have been in college for the last 10 years, and no one has ever done this before. This guy is literally Hitler.
Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you, or are they also treated like this, where
No,
they're
they're
told
allowed
that
to
they're
question
opening up people to violence?
We have a good
by
time in my
questioning?
class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot just in this exchange.
I love his answer there. Oh, I'm sure I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot just from this exchange. Oh, man. And look at this. Oh, my head's right in the way. Hang on. Look at this woman. Still wearing a freaking mask. These people. I don't think I have it at the beginning of this. I already forgot her name again. Bridges. What's Kiara Bridges? She was wearing a mask at the beginning of this, but she did take it off at this point, I guess. That same mask, the painter's looking mask. You know, whatever that whatever mask that she's wearing. That looks like a mask that a painter would wear, but, you know, whatever. Sure. I got to hear it one more time.
Can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist.
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies.
Are you?
Pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get
So you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to...
How does that deny trans people exist, saying men can't get pregnant? Oh my gosh, look at the woman behind her. Look at her eyes. She's getting even crazier than Kiara Bridges. Look at her. Man. These college-educated women are just... This is the problem. These early to mid-30s college-educated women. Man, these... This is why we are where we are. Seriously, go watch the 2 or 3 days of these hearings, or and listen to these testimony. Every single one of these women is batshit crazy. Every single one of them. None of them have any valid points, and when they're asked to provide a point for something, they just lose it. Just like Kiara Bridges here, just their eyes get wider. They all do the same thing. Their eyes widen. They start to hyperventilate, and then they just start going, transphobia, sexism. Racist! Racist! They all do it every time, every single one of them. It's funny to watch, but it's also, it's not. It's actually pretty depressing. But if you don't laugh, you cry. That's what I always say. So that was woke bridges falling down. Yeah, I had to get that in there. Woke bridges falling down. And so now, this is going to be the stream that gets me canceled, I think, because I've said some things on this. Well, let's check the monetization because the algorithm like catches what you say and it can stop you right in your tracks. I'm sure it's already said the ads are off. Oh, yep. It's only going to get worse. So I'm not even going to bother asking for a review on that. So I found what I think is probably the funniest thread that has ever existed on Twitter. And of course it's funny because it was not supposed to be funny. Yeah, see, this is gonna be the stream that gets me canceled. But we're here now. There's no point trying to turn back. Ladies and gentlemen, the trans glow up thread. Before and after transitions. This is pure freaking gold. This is the funniest damn thread I have ever seen. Oh. These people really do just live in their own world because, I mean, man, how did you not know that this was just going to be flooded with people going, holy shit. Oh, man. This is going to be good, right? All right, here. Well, of course, so it started with this one where you're like, I mean, that's clearly still a dude, but, there's like 1 in 1,000 where you're like, okay, well, that's not a bad one, right? I mean, sure. You were a low testosterone sissy boy to begin with, which, I mean, no offense, that's what they call themselves, So it is, it's sometimes you get one where you're like, okay, whatever. Like I said, you're obviously still a dude, but man, the 1 in 1,000 or 1 in a million makes everyone think that they're going to end up like Blair White or something, where you're like, you could kind of pass, where it's only certain things that when you realize, you go, yeah, see, you got to look at certain things where you see like forearms in a certain way or when they sit a certain way, you can tell from the shoulders and stuff. But it makes the other people think that they'll be able to pull off something similar. And this is the funniest damn thread I have ever seen on Twitter. Okay. So we're going to start this off with a bang. I don't even know what to say. Oh, there's so many things running through my head right now. I don't want to actually get my channel deleted. Oh, yeah, they're all wigs. Yeah, of course they are. I mean, I'm trying to find... There's so many things that I want to say. But of course, I can't say them exactly how I want to say them because... I mean, I don't mind them limiting ads and have to review my content and stuff, but I don't want to actually get deleted. So, I think the appropriate way to say this so as to not get in trouble. You might start noticing a theme as we progress through this. A lot of what these men looked like before they transitioned to women? They looked like a person that you may have normally associated with someone that you might refer to as a minor attracted person. You know what I mean? Am I am I speaking plainly enough and not direct enough to actually get in trouble? The pre-transition often looks like someone that the LGBTQ community would refer to as a minor attracted person. Does that not look like one to you? To me, it just seems this is kind of creepy here. and believe me, it doesn't get better as it goes. See, I'm telling you, this is the one that's going to get me in trouble. Jesus Christ. I'm dying over here. So on the left, we have the guy who looks like he'd be like, I'll debate capitalism and Christianity with you, bro. I'm an atheist communist, man. I know. Man, I don't believe in the sky, daddy. Oh, well, you believe in capitalism? Man, you don't know anything. Free markets? Man, you're such an idiot. And then on the right, we learn the value of a beard to a fat man. Because the beard was doing him favors. It was covering up the double chin. I'm not going to say anything else about the rest of that. I can't. That'd be too mean. Hey, someone commented it. Oh, come on. When you go through this, you're like, no, this is a troll. This has to be a troll. I mean, and not in like an insulting, like talking about your looks. I mean, like in the traditional, you're an internet troll. You know what I mean? Before, after. Will just laughing at the pictures get me in trouble? Like, even if I don't say anything about it, if I just like laugh to myself, like a chuckle, is that enough to get me in trouble? And keep in mind, this is the glow up. That's what they're calling it, the glow up thread. So this is people bragging. I mean, this is brag. I love this guy just Jesus. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? How they look before the transition? This is a map, right? Doesn't it? In their white van. Come on. Oh, dude, this can't be a real thing. Oh, these people are deranged. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm laughing at this. I'm having a good time. But this is extremely depressing. You're absolutely right. This is absolutely depressing. I don't even see a difference between these two. It looks like you just put makeup on. Okay. Oh, good God. Oh, God. Ugh. I'm not going to full screen that for you. Oh, well, we got to... These are the updates. We got to see the original. I'm glad to see that, people still do... wearing your hair in front of one of your eyes, I'm glad to see that's still in style. I did that when I was 14. All right, let's see these are the updates. So this is the update. This is the looking good. This is the glow up. So let's go back. Okay, you just kind of look like someone who needs to hit puberty. Looks normal. All right. Okay, looks like a normal late teens, maybe early 20s, low testosterone, you know. No, get out of here. Oh, God. Yes, that's what I thought about, making the RIP Roe v. Wade into a hat, but yes, a bring back asylums. That's gonna be the next one in the merch store. Bring back asylums. God, this picture is so greasy. Here's the best glow up there is. The best glow up in history right here. I mean, I guess, whatever. Oh, why do so many of them look like this? This is Chris Chan. Like, what is going on? Oh, I didn't even realize that. As soon as I said that, I looked at it. I was like, oh, God. Man. Oh, good God. Just at least put some effort in. I don't, I mean, come on. Your hair is gross. I mean, just put some effort in. That would go a long way for these people. I did not take the advice of this dog, apparently. Just smile politely. Oh, we're witnessing mental illness. Oh, jeez. Normal, well-adjusted child. Oh, man. Oh, the humanity. What is going on in this picture? Someone call a priest. An exorcist. Okay, again, this is a person who's talking to people who are too young for him. Right? I mean, I keep telling you, the original one always looks like that. 90% of the time, you end up saying, there's some inappropriate things going on in the world here. I see you kept the mustache. Bold choice. Bold choice. I might have to end this segment. I don't know if I can keep going through this because I probably will get canceled if I go through that. Oh, nice filters that you have on that photo. Man, it's just always it's always the same. I liked that tweet already. Yeah, maybe it's time to end this segment and just go on to the next one, because I'm feeling like this guy right here. What the fuck? Hello. Oh, God, why? It's just so wrong. All right, this guy's trolling, right? Does anyone know who this is? This is a troll. This guy just shaved and put on makeup for this thread just to be a troll. If that's real, come on. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, just when you think it just oh, just when you when you think it can't get worse. God, these poor people. And of course, Bill Gates. These poor people, man. Oh, the cringe. It just amplifies over time. Oh, man. This is what happens when you have a decaying society with a lot of problems. Oh, Jesus. I don't even want to talk about that one. That's too much. If a decaying society that's resulted in a lot of mental illness, and instead of wanting to treat that mental illness, you just encourage it, and you just encourage it and say, yeah, no, you're great. This is totally normal. Yeah, see? Totally sane person, and still completely sane. Totally sane person. Dude, no. No. God. I can't do that one anymore. That's just too much, man. It ain't right. It ain't right. So, the last story of the evening. As I mentioned earlier, it is Non-Binary Awareness Week. If you thought that Pride Month was only 1 week or 1 month, you were completely wrong on that one, okay? So this next thing comes from Heckin' Unicorn. If you start a business based off of a really cringy meme, I already do not like you. The Heckin' Unicorn. Express your heckin' LGBTQ plus identity. And so it's all these, it's a bunch of merch for Pride stuff. But this person also makes comic strips. Heckin' Unicorn is a Singapore-based queer brand that's made by queer people for queer people. How many times can you say queer in a sentence? If I said queer that many times in a sentence when I was in school, I would have been put in detention. We're here to provide you with ways to express your identity. Ways that are beyond kitschy. I don't even know what that means. Kitschy? I would ask someone to tell me how to say that, but it would be in text, which would not help me. Rainbows and flashy flags. We're here to challenge the heteronormative narrative that surrounds us everywhere we go, so that the world can be a kinder place for all. We're here to spread the message of love. Because if you don't love love, then you hate it. And if you hate it, you're a hater and a bigot. Pretty sure that's a quote from Kiara Bridges. Giving back. Oh, look at all these great... Okay, blah, 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 blah. So this is who has educated me. Oh, hey, thanks, brother. Oh, nice. Spreading the word. Everybody get check out the merch store, get a t-shirt, get a hat, tell your friends, send a super chat, and then we'll be best friends, I guess. I don't know. So this is Heckin' Unicorn, and here we are for Happy Non-Binary Awareness Week. So gather round for another edition of As Read by Swamp Johnson. You can consider this your bedtime story for this stream. Here's the tea. Non-binary genders aren't really a new thing, says Mr. Enbee, the NBB. Oh, Jesus. Some of the earliest written records of humanity contain references to people who are neither male nor female. And you see, we have this lovely sketch here, and it says stone tablet from 2nd millennium BC. That looks like a drawing to me, so I'm not going to take your word for it. Many cultures also recognize more than two genders. In other words, their idea of gender wasn't binary to begin with. Even in religions, many gods and deities don't subscribe to a binary idea of gender at all. Well, of course, gods can do whatever the hell they want, right? If you think about it, it's really our current binary way of thinking about gender that's new. Humans live for a short amount of time compared to the vastness of humanity's history, and we often think that the way things are right now is how things were all along. But that's just not true. Even our current gendered way of thinking is new. Men used to wear pink, makeup, wigs, and heels, not women. You know, I was told that, you know, that's what a bigoted thing to think. I mean, yeah, why I don't know. This shouldn't make you a different gender, right? But whatever. The obsession with policing people's gender and expression makes less sense the further you look back in history. Ultimately, only one thing holds true. Our idea of gender was never static and will never be static. Obsessing over the right way to be any gender is pointless and short-sighted. Happy Non-Binary Awareness Week. Did you guys learn something? I hope you did. Here's something I'll never understand about these people. Why is this a comic? It's like they see the success of people on the right, like Stone Toss and G Prime, the guy that makes those 4-panel ones as well. And they're like, well, we should do that. We should emulate that. And then they make this. This is just a paragraph. Why is this a comic strip? I don't understand. What was gained by making this a comic strip? The left truly cannot meme. They can't do it. Wall of text, a bunch of stuff that has no actual evidence at all. And in fact, is actively not true. Like, come on. This freaking nonsense about where the hell? Yeah, this thing about, men used to wear pink. It's really only recently that we started being obsessed with gender. The obsession with policing people's gender and expression makes less sense the further you look back in history. No. Come on. I looked into, there was that for a while, everyone was talking about, there was this Native American thing where they had the two spirits, and that was actually like transgenderism and non-binary and blah, 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 blah. And you go and read it and you go, no, that's what you inferred from it. You took that leap. Nothing in what they said about it has anything to do with that. But it's so fun. They always tell you to like look back at history. They're the ones that say this, but then they're the ones that when they do so can only see it through the modern lens. They don't put themselves in that time and think about, okay, what was the context of the time? They just look at it and go, well, I'm looking for things that are gender non-conforming. Yeah, shoot me for having even said those words, but gender non-conforming. So I'm just going to assume that this is it. And it's like, no, that's not at all. You made this shit up 5 minutes ago, okay? This was not a thing. This was not a thing. You know what? Even in our lifetime, and this is crazy. See if you can stay with me on this. We're going to go all the way back because you say, you know, the further you look back in history, all the way back 30 years ago, there were effeminate boys and masculine girls. I mean, there were, but they were still boys and girls. The more you try to break this stuff down, the less it makes sense, which is actually impressive because it didn't make sense on its face, but then it makes less and less sense the more you go into it. And again, can someone explain to me why this is a comic strip and not just a post? Because look right here. Okay, so the caption for this, right? Happy Non-Binary Awareness Week. Here's a reminder that non-binary genders have always existed and that gender is a lot weirder than we often think, especially if you look back at humanity's history. Okay, well, that's everything that the comics... Like, what is the comic here for? The comic was a wordier version of that added nothing to that statement. It added nothing. None of these illustrations gave you something that you didn't have before from reading that one thing. It's like, that's what's brilliant about Stone Toss and like G Prime, right? Is they use the visuals to communicate a lot to you with very little words. That's why it's a comic. And they're really good at it. Doing social commentary through images. It's the Left Can't meme. I mean, you just got to go to the all the different accounts for the Left Can't meme and just see their stuff. And it's like, holy shit, this meme has like 16 paragraphs. And if you actually take the time to read it, you always go, well, this could have just been summed up by saying, well, this is what I think. And you're wrong. You're like, okay. Because look, here's a reminder that non-binary genders have always existed and that gender is a lot weirder than we often think, especially if you look back at humanity's history. That's one sentence, conveys all of these panels. I mean, you gain nothing from this. This isn't art. This is bullshit. But man, are they good at that. Writing a bunch of words and saying absolutely nothing. And of course, if you ask them a question that they don't like, this is always what happens every single time. It's just like, oh God. Wide eyes, hyperventilating. All right, guys. Happy Friday. Don't forget to check out the merch. Send a super chat. I'm going to go live again here in a little bit. And get some drinks. I hope you learned a lot about what the hell did she call it? People with the capacity to get pregnant, and about non-binary people, and that trans people, they don't hang themselves, they glow up. I mean, that's a very important distinction. God, this is a stream that's going to get me in trouble, I think. All right, guys. If you want to support the channel, please leave a super chat. Super thanks. Check out the merch. I'll be live back in a little bit. So I'll see you guys then. If you want to listen to some music, I'll probably... I'm gonna do it live on here on the main channel, but I may play some games too while I'm doing it. So I'll see you guys back in just a little bit.